Hello, my name is Abbie Miller, and I'm going to be talking about and analyzing the Westlake case analysis done by Harvard. So I'm going to be talking about the background information. I'm going to be analyzing and kind of deciphering what happened to make this case so special and what happened to make this business fail, and a little bit about Shelby Gibbons and what she's doing to try to revive this company, and my thoughts on it. So a little bit of information about this company. It is a bowling alley that is in the capital of North Carolina, and this bowling alley is failing because of just a lack of involvement with the board and the company, and just the decisions that have been made that have not been very effective and efficient for this company to succeed. And then there are some employees that are just not fulfilling their jobs correctly. So there's lots of different areas and things about this company that have been making it fail. And so Shelby Gibbons is a family member of the family that started this company, and she has been given the responsibility to save this business by going in and using her knowledge from her business degree and to save this company. So some of the challenges she's faced when she went in, she saw that there is a lot of financial bills that's built up and accumulated, and so she can't get an accurate knowledge of how much this company is in debt, and then there is a low employee morale that is going on at the actual bowling alley, and it's very outdated, and in a city where there's lots of tourism, it doesn't attract very many people, except the same people are coming in that bowl for regular times of the day. And so she is trying to locate a new target market through her ideas that she has been putting forward, and she has two ideas for drawing in a new target market, and one of them is to spend $200,000 to $300,000 on a kid-friendly arcade, in which that would be an arcade that would bring in families and younger kids to open up that family atmosphere and to possibly get more revenue and bring in a bigger group of people to bring in more revenue. And then the other option would be a kind of an adult lounge, and that would be a lot more money. It'd be $700,000 to $1 million. But the thing that is good about this idea is that there'd be a bar, and with that there'd be a chef, and so people would be spending a lot more money, which is where they get a lot of their revenue from, is money while people are bowling, because bowling is very cheap. And so when she went in, she also raised the price for bowling a little bit, just so she could level out the price, the cost that the company has been accruing, and just attaining from all the bad decisions that have been happening. So in order to start with employee morale, she kind of assessed how the employees were working, and some she found out were better than others, some were needed and some were not. And so she came to a few of the workers, and she ended up letting a couple go, and some acted on a childish note. In class we learned you can come at a problem from an adult standpoint, a childish standpoint, or a parent standpoint, and a couple came at it from a child standpoint, but Gibbons came at it with an adult standpoint. And also, I forgot to mention, when Gibbons was looking into these two ideas for gaining revenue for the company, she kind of, in a way, did a SWOT analysis without saying it. She looked at the strengths of the company, and which was like the location and the people that are in the area, and what the company can offer to those people, like a cheap source of entertainment. And then she looked at the weaknesses, which was outdated, the staff wasn't very friendly, people didn't really have any knowledge about the marketing ideas and situations that they were putting out there weren't very good, not very efficient. So she looked into that and analyzed that, and then she looked at the opportunities that they have with the 2 ideas that she went into, the kid-friendly arcade and then the adult lounge, and then she looked at the threats, which are the other bowling alleys that are in the area that have already came up with this idea, but she saw that those bowling alleys are not in the right location as they are in. So what she did, so to fix the financial situations when she came in with all the bills stacked up, she lowered prices on just like electricity. She tried to lower the hours of operation that were a little bit more slow, so she could push the cost down. And then she also raised the price for bowling, and so that when they did have customers, that they were getting paid a lot more rather than just like having employees get paid for nothing being done on the job. And so we kind of take a look at her first 9 months on the job, and she does a pretty decent job. She does lower prices down significantly, and she comes up with an idea, but now she has to present it to the board, and she's not quite sure how it's going to go because they are already in a lot of debt, and her ideas are adding more debt to the situation. So she compiles all of the ideas and statistics and results she's gotten, and the case analysis leaves us with her with all the information, and we don't know exactly how it ends. So a little bit on my thoughts. I think that Gibbons was a very smart woman in how she dealt with the situation. She went at it from a calm perspective and just looked at it from a strategic and goal-setting way. So she didn't try to do everything at once. She kind of looked at something and saw what needed to be fixed, like employee morale, like by letting some go, and then looking at the financial situation and the marketing situations, and she came up with a strategy on how they can lower the costs on some things and get more revenue through other things. And I also liked her innovation with the 2 ideas on how to bring in more customers, how to bring in a new demographic, new market, and so she succeeded in that, and she did a good job gathering research to support her ideas. And so I think I would accept her 2 positions. I'm not exactly sure which one I would pick, but I would say that both of them were well prepared, and she gave good explanation for both. So all in all, I actually learned a lot from this case analysis. It gave me a real life perspective on how you manage and how you fix a failing company, which is important because if you know how to fix a failing company, it's easier to manage a non-failing company and to manage a little bit more of a steady work environment rather than a go trying to save this company environment. So I learned a lot from this case analysis, and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed seeing how it played out in a real life situation. Yeah, thank you very much.